Regular viewers of Rebel News are likely aware of our reports going back more than 2 years regarding Cody Dentremont of Windsor, Ontario. Dentremont is, simply put, a reprobate. He first made headlines when he transitioned from male to female, which is to say he merely stated that he identified as a woman and, well, so be it. Now, here's a photo of Desiree Anderson. Wow, what a smoke machine, eh? Say, folks, what female quality do you find most attractive about this future Miss Universe? Is it the Adam's apple or the 5 o'clock shadow? Anyway, the ostensible policy reason for Cody's gender switcheroo was so that, being in the persona of Desiree Anderson, he could worm his way into a shelter where vulnerable women resided. Now, why would he do that? Well, we received a potential answer to that query just a few days later when the Windsor Police Service charged Cody with sexual assault against a real female resident of the shelter. Good golly, who ever saw that coming? By the way, at least 2 young female employees at the shelter didn't seem to care about his unwanted sexual shenanigans. When Rebel News visited the shelter in the summer of 2023, these staffers were actually more offended by our impolite questions than the alleged crimes of Dentremont. These woke women, or is it persons with vaginas, continue to embrace Cody/Desiree as an example of transgender diversity. They even threatened to call the police on us. We don't know why. We were merely standing on a public sidewalk practicing journalism in the public interest. Here, check it out.
There's no expectation of privacy in an open place like this, man.
We are going to have to call the police.
Okay, for standing on a sidewalk?
Don't film me. Thank you.
Okay, but you approached us, you interrupted us.
I'm approaching you because you're filming my clients and our property.
No, we're not filming your clients. You're quite wrong about that. And what's your opinion of a biological man staying with biological female?
I'm just going to call the police. Thank you.
In any event, speaking of transitioning, Cody just can't stop. Eyewitnesses have told Rebel News he now identifies as a cat. Apparently, he dons some dollar store props, pointy ears, tail, etc., and walks the streets of Windsor as a feline. Whether he is a male or female feline remains unknown and is way beyond my pay grade. We've always suspected this cat would make for a great interview, but we can never track him down when we visit Windsor. Well, we eventually found out why he was nowhere to be seen on our past visits. That's because he wasn't on the streets of Windsor, but rather he was behind bars, as in a jail, not an animal shelter. That's because on January 28, 2024, Dentremont was charged with assault causing bodily harm and assault choking. This apparently violated his bail conditions regarding the 3 previous sexual assault charges Dentremont was charged with going back to March 26, 2023. Last August, Dentremont was in court to face the music on those aforementioned sex assault charges. I was there to cover the 2-day trial, and it's a good thing I was, given that the only other media present was the CBC, which predictably buried the lead by not reporting that Cody got into the female section of the shelter because he was pretending to be a woman. Unbelievable. The trial was jarring, folks. The complainant, who cannot be named due to a publication ban, claimed that she had been brutally raped by Dentremont, and in court, Dentremont was dismissive and nonchalant. Incredibly, Dentremont was found not guilty. I say incredibly because the judge, Sharon Murphy, stated in her decision that she found the complainant to be credible, but she did not find her to be reliable. Now, if you can explain the nuance here, there is a steak dinner in it for you, my friends. So the most recent news regarding this man/woman/cat is this. He recently had his day in court regarding those charges dating back to January 2024 regarding assault causing bodily harm and assault choking. That sounds pretty serious, wouldn't you say? I mean, assault causing bodily harm, assault choking. Well, guess what? Both assault charges were dismissed. Yet again, Cody was found not guilty and skated free as a bird yet again. Gee, I wonder if he's identifying as a canary these days. But really, what's going on here? Do you think maybe Cody is really so super unlucky when it comes to bumping into disingenuous, nasty people who falsely accuse this poor soul of everything from assault, choking to rape? Or maybe could it be that since Cody is trans, as in transgender and trans species, he is now given extra special treatment? After all, in the name of wokeness and the unholy trinity of diversity, equity, and inclusion, transgenders are a protected class these days. In the meantime, we'll keep an eye out for Trans Cat next time we're in Windsor. We hear that he now hangs out behind a Wendy's drive-through menu board, popping out every once in a while to solicit donations while scaring the bejesus out of motorists in the process. Do you think that's weird and somewhat unsettling? Oh, no, not at all. This is simply part and parcel of inclusion and acceptance, because society's slogan these days is, if it's trans, it's good, and if it's good, it's trans. And if you all subscribe to a different opinion, well, you're obviously hateful, bigoted transphobes. How did we ever get here?
So if you headed up to here with Transanity, you know, that intersection where radical transgenderism meets insanity, we sure have. Please go to our petition, transmadness.com. That's transmadness.com. Put your name to that petition, and if you're able to, kindly make a donation so that Rebel News can continue to bring you the other side of the story.